You are standing in the showroom, and the light is hitting the paint just right. $40,000 of steel and glass, and it is looking back at you like it already belongs to you. You can smell it. That new car smell that no air freshener has ever managed to fake. You picture yourself pulling up to work in it. You picture the small, quiet nod from the neighbor who has been ignoring you for 3 years. You picture the version of yourself that finally, obviously, made it. And a voice in your head, warm and reasonable, says the thing it always says. You work hard. You earn good money. You deserve this. And here is the strange part. That voice is not lying to you. You probably do deserve something nice. You probably have earned it. But that voice is also not telling you the whole truth, because it never mentions the second price tag, the one written in invisible ink. So before you sign anything, give me the next few minutes, and I will show you the number the dealer will never put on the window. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how much wealth that $40,000 car is quietly taking from you, and how one small decision, made in a single afternoon, could hand you back years of your life. Not a lecture, just the math. And then the choice, which stays yours. Let me be fair to the car first, because most people who talk about this pretend the car is stupid. It is not stupid. A car is real. You can touch it. You can drive it to the mountains on a Sunday. It carries your kids. It gets you to the job that pays for everything else. And yes, it says something to the world about who you are. That feeling is not fake, and it is not shameful. Humans have always paid for status. We are wired to want the thing we can see today, far more than the thing we are promised for tomorrow. That wiring kept our ancestors alive. The problem is that the same wiring, pointed at a car loan, will quietly cost you a fortune. So we are not going to fight the feeling. We are just going to put a real number next to it. Here is the first uncomfortable fact. The moment you drive that car off the lot, it begins to melt. On average, a new car loses about 20% of its value in the first single year. 20%. Your $40,000 car is worth around $32,000 before you have finished the first oil change. And it does not stop there. The average new car holds on to only about 40% of its price after 5 years. Some hold value better. Trucks and a few stubborn Toyotas do fine. Luxury sedans and most electric cars do far worse, some losing more than 60 or even 70%. But for the typical $40,000 car, 5 years in, you are looking at something worth roughly $16,000. You handed over $40,000, and the asset in your driveway is now worth less than half. That is not an accident or bad luck. That is just what cars do. They are melting ice cubes with cup holders. Now hold that picture. The car going down, 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 from 40 to 32 to 16. And let me show you the other road you could have walked with the exact same $40,000. This is where a lot of channels start screaming at you about getting rich. So let me be very clear and very honest, because your trust matters to me more than your click. I am about to show you an investment, but it is not magic, it is not guaranteed, and anyone who promises you guaranteed returns is either lying or selling something. The investment is an exchange-traded fund called SCHD. Say it as letters. SCHD. It follows something called the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index, which is a fancy way of saying it holds about 103 large, established American companies that have a long history of actually paying their shareholders. These are not lottery tickets. These are the boring giants you already know. Coca-Cola, which trades as KO, Procter & Gamble, PG, Home Depot, HD, Merck, MRK, Abbott Laboratories, ABT. Companies that sell things people buy in good times and bad. And the fund itself is cheap to own. Its expense ratio is about 0.06%, which means for every $10,000 you put in, it costs you around $6 a year to hold. $6. That is the whole fee. So what does boring actually pay? Over the last 10 years, SCHD has delivered an average annual total return of about 12.66%, with dividends reinvested. It also pays a dividend yield of around 3.1% right now, which is real cash landing in your account, whether the price goes up or down that month. Now, here is my honest warning, and I want you to hear it clearly. That 12.66% is the past. The past is not a promise. Markets fall. There will be years where this fund drops 20% and your stomach drops with it. Nobody, including me, can tell you what the next 10 years will return. So I am not going to show you one rosy number and call it a day. I am going to show you two roads, a hopeful one and a cautious one. And even the cautious one is going to surprise you. Let us take your $40,000, and instead of driving it off a cliff, plant it in SCHD, and simply leave it alone. On the hopeful road, if the fund keeps doing roughly what it has done, that $40,000 becomes about $132,000 in 10 years. In 20 years, about $434,000, and in 30 years, it grows to roughly $1.4 million. From a single decision, one afternoon, $40,000 that you never touched again. Now the cautious road, because I refuse to sell you a fantasy. Let us cut the return almost in half and assume a much more modest 8% per year, the kind of number a nervous, conservative planner might use. Even then, your $40,000 becomes about $86,000 in 10 years, about $186,000 in 20, and about $400,000 in 30 years. Read that again. Even in the pessimistic version, where the market underperforms its own history, that $40,000 turns into $400,000. 10 times your money in the timeline of a working life, doing absolutely nothing but waiting. So now let us put the two driveways side by side, because this is the whole video in one image. 5 years after you swipe your card, the car is worth about $16,000 and falling. The investment, on the cautious road, is worth around $59,000 and climbing. On the hopeful road, more like $72,000 and climbing. Same $40,000. Same 5 years. One choice shrank, the other grew. The gap between those two numbers is not just money. That gap is the real price of the car. That is the invisible ink. The dealer showed you $40,000. The universe was charging you $100,000 and more. But I promised you something bigger than a number. I promised you time. Years of your life. So let me translate dollars into the only currency that actually matters, which is freedom. Ask yourself a simple question. How much money would you need invested so that you never had to work another day, so that the dividends alone paid your bills? Let us say your life costs about $40,000 a year, which for many people is close enough. At a dividend yield of around 3%, you would need somewhere near $1.3 million invested to throw off that $40,000 a year, forever, without ever selling a share. That number, $1.3 million, is your freedom number. It is the finish line. Now watch what one car does to that finish line. That single $40,000 decision, invested once and left alone on the hopeful road, grows into about $1.4 million over 30 years. Which means, and I want you to really sit with this, that one purchase, this one car, could by itself have been almost your entire freedom. Not 10% of it, almost the whole thing. The car did not cost you $40,000. It cost you the finish line. And even on the cautious road, that $40,000 becoming $400,000 is a decade or more of working years handed back to you. Years you could have spent with your children, or on a beach, or simply not setting an alarm. That is what I mean when I say a car can cost you 10 years of your life. It is not poetry. It is arithmetic. So why does almost nobody see this? Why do we keep choosing the melting ice cube over the freedom number? Because of the exact wiring we talked about at the start. The car is here, now, shining under the showroom lights, and your brain can taste it. The investment is a spreadsheet, a promise, a version of you that does not exist yet, and might feel like a stranger. Your brain was built for the hunt, not the retirement account. It screams for the reward it can see, and whispers about the reward it has to wait 30 years for. And on top of that instinct sits the story. I work hard. I deserve this. I need a reliable car anyway. And every one of those stories is a little bit true, which is exactly what makes them so good at hiding the second price tag. And this is the moment where a lesser video would wag its finger at you and say, never buy a nice car, live like a monk, drive a rusted box until you die rich and miserable. I am not going to do that, because that is not freedom either. That is just a different kind of prison. Sometimes the car is the right call. You genuinely need reliable transport. Your old car is bleeding you dry in repairs. You have already funded your future, and this purchase changes nothing about your finish line. In those cases, buy the car, enjoy the car, and do not feel one drop of guilt. The point of this video was never to take the car away from you. The point was to make sure that when you buy it, you are buying it with your eyes open, knowing the real price, not the sticker price. Because here is the thing, the dealer will never tell you, and it is the thing you now know. You are not choosing between a car and no car. You are choosing between today's shine and tomorrow's freedom. And both of those are real, and both of those are yours to spend. The person who buys the car blindly is not free, and the person who never spends a rupee out of fear is not free either. Freedom is knowing the trade you are making and making it on purpose. So that is the whole secret. $40,000 is never just $40,000. It is a car. or it is roughly $130,000 in a decade, or it is your entire finish line in 30 years. It is today, or it is 10 years of tomorrows. Now you have the hidden math that the showroom lights were designed to keep you from ever seeing. The choice was always yours. I have just made sure it is an honest one. Because real wealth was never the car. Real wealth is the power to look at that beautiful, shining, melting thing and decide, on your own terms, with clear eyes, exactly what your freedom is worth. If this reframed the way you look at a price tag, do me one small favor. Tap that like button, because it genuinely helps this video reach the next person who is standing in a showroom right now about to sign. And drop a comment, and tell me honestly, which road would you take, the car or the finish line? I read them. Then hit subscribe, because I make these to help you see the second number, the invisible one, on every big decision in your life. And I would hate for you to miss the next one. One last thing, and it matters. I am not your financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. These are illustrations, not promises. Past returns do not predict future returns, markets fall, and SCHD can lose value like anything else. Do your own research, and if you need it, talk to a professional before you invest a single dollar. The numbers here are here to help you think, not to tell you what to do. That part, as always, stays yours. I will see you in the next one.